good, they didn't feel they need to. When times are bad, they don't know how to. But I'm saying it's very easy. Call his name. Call his name. And I love that. There's an old Andre Crouch song, says Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there is no other. Jesus is the way. And it says, if you have some questions in the corners of your mind, trace of discouragement or peace you cannot find. And I love it. Reflections of your old past seem to face you every day. But this one thing I do know, Jesus is the way. And I love it because whatever name you want to give him, Lily of the Valley, my sweet rose of Sharon, my fairest of 10,000, the lifter of my head, my joy, my peace, whatever name you want to give him, call his name. My rock that never falters, my anchor that holds when all the storms of life are raging, my anchor. I want to tell you, and to those of you who are from Mont Street, it would not be Palm Sunday without us talking about donkeyology. So why am I talking about donkeyology? Well, we're going to look at the donkey just for a moment. The first thing I want to type, and I'm running through real quick because I'm not going to burden you. The donkey was, when we look at the donkey was getting, this idea was symbolic. The donkey had to be redeemed. Okay? It had to be redeemed. The donkey had to be released. The donkey had to be ruled. What are you talking about? Well, the donkey had to be brought back. It wasn't free. The person who gave it, when they gave it, it was redeemed by the disciples coming to get this donkey. They redeemed it. Not only did they redeem it, but notice it was tied, and so they released the donkey. And when they had released the donkey, they then had to take the donkey to where it had to go. And the thing I love about this, they were bringing the donkey to who? They were bringing the donkey to Jesus. And nobody else was going to sit on this donkey. I.e., nobody else was going to rule this donkey other than Jesus. So when you've been through a situation where you are backed up against the wall, where you are tied, release should bring you to Jesus. And there is no real release in life unless you have been released by Jesus. And the thing about it, it was a release for him to use the donkey. Let him use you. Am I calling you a donkey? I hope not. Am I calling you a mule? I definitely hope not, because mules are stubborn. But I'm praying that you're about to allow God to rule you. Allow God to lead you, direct you through this situation. But whatever else is going on, you are trusting in him. I want to deal with the issue of payback, and I like this idea. The donkey's owners received payback. Why? Because they'd made themselves available. So their payback and their anticipation of payback was that they had made themselves available. This donkey had been well kept. It was healthy. It was in good condition. And it was awaiting this day. And I want you to understand that. It was awaiting the day that Jesus would be calling upon the donkey. The owners kept it ready in preparation. The Bible says, on it had no man ridden. So it hadn't been ridden. It was in preparation. It was not second-hand goods. It was not faulty stock. It was prime. God wants you in your prime. And let me not deviate too much. Let's jump in, and I want to jump in down to verse 9. And my Bible tells me that when the disciples brought the donkey to Jesus, they laid their clothes on them. Okay, so that the master, and I want you to understand that, lay their clothes. In other words, the things that cover. Once they had laid their clothes on the donkey, well, what did they have on? It means that they were more exposed than before they had laid their clothes on the donkey. What are you saying? I'm saying when we come to Jesus, it's about admitting that we're vulnerable. It's about admitting that we don't have all the answers, and we make ourselves exposed. We make ourselves not even for one, but so we make ourselves naked before God, but we strip away all the pretenses, all the airs, all the graces that we come with, all our preconceptions. We strip them away and said, I'm coming to you. And as I come to you, however you choose to use me, however you choose to direct me, I'm making myself available to you. And the word says, and a great multitude spread their clothes on the road. And I love this. Others cut down branches